All right, welcome back. This is round two of the special edition of the Regrettable podcast. I'm Virgil. You guys know me as Soap. We're back with G. Say hello, G.
Hello.
And we have our other guest who I apparently forgot to text, so it's my fault he wasn't on the show from the start. Dr. Scientist himself, Mr. Bryan. Say hello.
Hello.
Bryan, the last comic standing veteran, 2 years ago?
2 years ago, yep. And I tried it last year. I'm trying to get in this year coming up. So
you did the Fanime Comedy Club 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years now.
So the remaining members of the newfound Fanime Comedy Club, except for G, who's an OG and Glitch.
Yeah.
We should get Glitch on here, but he doesn't strike me as a funny person in person.
Glitch he's a very eccentric man.
He seems strange. You know what it is?
Eccentric is nice talk for weird, but anyway.
It's like I think he's gay, right?
What?
Isn't he gay?
No.
Really?
I don't think so.
Because I swear he has a thing for me.
Maybe
to be fair, you dress up as women, so I mean it's confusing sometimes. I mean.
Maybe, but every time I talk to him, he gives me this look like, hey, I'm like, hey, you want to do something?
Is it like a look like I wouldn't tell anybody afterwards kind of look, or a kind of?
I don't know. I just get this weird vibe that he's into me. Maybe I'm wrong. You know? I don't know. And it's not an insult to him. Glitch, if you hear this and you're not, which you won't hear this because you don't even give a shit about me. If you hear this and you're not gay, I apologize. But if you are gay, hey. You want to do something? Okay, moving on. So we got Bryan. Bryan, what are you doing lately?
Just been working. Gonna go back to school next semester.
All right, that's boring. We're not going to talk about that. Back to what we were talking about.
Speaking of stuff as interesting as your day job, Uncle Yo stand-up comedy.
Oh. I've only watched one of his videos, and it did not at all impress.
Wait, have you seen Cosplay Comedian Joe?
Cosplay Comedian Joe is actually funnier. Just because his fucking awkwardness is palpable. You can feel it, like fucking spaghetti coming out of my headphones. Yeah, oh god. Apparently had a panel recently.
That spaghetti is so real in terms of feeling it. I think I saw Lady and the Tramp eating it in the background.
It smelled like Italy. So pasta and sweat.
That pasta was so good.
Hey, that's racist.
There's so much pasta that comes out of his performance. I think I got a free Dean Martin CD out of this.
You guys are dropping references that I'm just not in with.
I feel old. Dean Martin.
I know Dean Martin, him and his faggot face, but I don't want to rip on Cosplay Comedian Joe's stupid style of unfunny comedy and his dumb face who looks like a bad boxer. He's like a sparring partner that everyone wants to fight because he's easy.
He's like the Dan Hibiki of comedians.
Oh, he really is.
Dan is awesome. He does that roll super that does no damage.
You're right. Actually, Dan's not Cosplay Comedian Joe because I laugh at Dan's jokes.
Yeah, there you go. And he wears pink. A real man wears pink and puts his hair in a ponytail and does a bicep flex every once in a while.
Yes,
and then rolls.
Okay, but
I like how this is going nowhere. This makes me feel comfortable. It makes me feel like I'm on stage where nobody's laughing at me.
When have any of your podcasts gone anywhere?
Oh, when I was talking about my time at YCon, a lot of people liked that.
Oh, yeah. Well, we talked about that, too, and I wasn't even at the con.
Yeah. I wish I'd gone there.
Yeah, you should have went.
I missed
You didn't show up.
I worked, unfortunately.
Oh, you had a job. Ooh, suddenly you're important. What is your job? What do you work at Walmart? You fucking Korean cunt.
No.
What do you do? What do you do for a living? Okay, I'm sorry about that.
That's a very comedian type, actor. I'm an actor. I'm waiting tables right now. That kind of a thing. Yeah.
Are you really?
No. Well, I'm waiting tables, but I'm not an actor.
You really? Where do you? What restaurant? Plug your restaurant. Let's all go down there and
I'm not going to specifically plug my restaurant, but I work at a diner type
restaurant. What city?
It's in SoCal. That's just.
What city? You don't want to tell us?
You're just gonna show up and fucking fuck with me while I'm working. Nope.
I'm not going to show up, but my fans might.
Your fans. It's like the Flight of the Conchords. You have a fan.
Hey, no. I think I got fans. I think I got people listening people on 4chan listening to this shit.
Maybe.
They'll show up.
Yeah, that's not who I want to show up to my work.
No, really.
Brian and I post
city.
there, so it's like we get enough 4chan in our life.
Just say the city.
Torrance.
Torrance?
Yes.
All right, all of my fans, go to every diner in Torrance until you find this stocky-looking Korean guy who doesn't look Korean at all.
I'm mixed. I'm secret Asian.
Yeah, like no one believes I'm Chinese either, which I'm trying to also. I joined them on that. Who wants to be Chinese? They smell like piss and smog. And,
so they smell like New Yorkers?
No, New Yorkers smell like diarrhea and.
Oh no, they smell like water now.
They smell like yeah, they smell like waters because they're stupid. You know what? I'm happy not New York, but Long Island. Everybody on Long Island needs to be dead. I wish they just all drowned very slowly with their stupid kids and their giant heads. Fuck, Long Island is like the shithole of shithole. Long Island is where Satan shits. It's a fucking dumperoo. I hate Long Island. Fucking hate it.
Never actually been there. One day, I'd like to go there just
to see how bad it is.
Something, I don't know. Just add to it.
Oh, it's a fucking ass crack. It's like ugh. The entire East Coast. Ugh. Philadelphia. Oh my God, what a shithole. Fucking dumperoo. Don't ever fuck anyone from Pennsylvania. You'll regret it the rest of your life.
So
very specific.
Back to comedy.
Oh, and don't even get me started on the Carolinas, especially North Carolina. Everybody there is a slut. Nobody there shaves their cunts or trims. They're all fucking hairy. Trust me, I've dated a broad from North Carolina. What a fucking cunt that bitch was. She didn't even suck dick right. She was like brushing her teeth. Am I doing it right? No, my dick's over here, you stupid broad. Make me a sandwich. And then, now she's living in Georgia, which is worse. They say the devil went down to Georgia. Well, that explains Georgia, you know?
Sounds like it. Wow.
Is that enough hate for you guys? You done?
I need to sit down here.
Nobody's got lynched, but I mean that's a goodly amount of hate, you'd say.
Fuck Georgia. Except for Dragon Con. I like Dragon Con. And I like black people, so maybe don't fuck Atlanta? I don't know. I like Atlanta, maybe. I don't know. But fuck North Carolina. Siler City and Raleigh and Chapel Hill, where they publish all those stupid, shitty religious books.
Wait,
fuck you guys.
Like chick publications? Because those are the greatest things ever written, if you've ever read one.
Which one? The religious books?
The little pamphlets, the cartoon pamphlets. The fucked up ones.
So I really don't know what was longer, your rants against the East Coast or a Dragon Ball Z power-up sequence. Jesus Christ.
That was a bit of a stretch.
Oh, no, I thought it was shitty. Yeah. Thank you. Finally,
you got a soundboard.
Wow. Dude, that soundboard's getting some play.
Yeah, and we're waiting for jokes. So if anyone wants to start being funny, now's the time.
I just totally like how we got like 3 different audio level qualities in this call.
Yeah, and you have the best one. Oh, that's
because I'm the idiot with the $600 microphone.
I need to get a good mic though, because I want to do this for real. Like I want to have when I have my website, I want to have my podcast moved to my website instead of YouTube, so I can put porn up and stuff. And I need good equipment too, so maybe you can help me on that.
You gotta get on G shit. He's got the fucking dragon dildo fucking microphones.
Dragon dildo.
No. True story. Brian, we used to go to this webcam chat room, and my webcam would always point toward my microphone, and they'd call me Tezonde for the longest time.
Basically, he's got a fucking.
What is that?
The chocolate.
Yeah.
The chocolate bank guy.
To you Luddites.
Wait, what?
Chocolate Rain.
Yeah.
Oh, now that guy?
No, remember how in Chocolate Rain? Let me fucking finish. Anyway, the Chocolate Rain guy has this gigantic, obnoxious microphone in his video, and the way I was sitting it was at that perfect angle, so they just called it my Tay Zonde mic.
I hate that guy.
Yeah, that guy is still trying to ride the internet fame train, but I don't think it's working for him, unfortunately.
You remember how he was in a music video with Jordan from CGL?
Was he? I didn't even see that shit. Was it like
it was a Street Fighter rap video, and Tay Zonde was guest starring.
It's kind of sad, when your only claim to fame is your unusually deep voice. It's literally all you're known for. Like, yeah.
Danny.
Oh.
I'm just throwing him in there because the fuck is comedy. Danny's a great guy, which is why he's not funny.
You know, I think it would be worth mentioning, talking about what we're trying to get started in the West Coast scene, especially with...
Before we go any further, I want to say, Danny, if you're listening to this, I still want you on the show. I still want you on here. You're still my friend, but you're not funny. But I want you on this show, so we can rap, you know. But what were you saying?
I think it's interesting what Danny's doing.
Yeah, it is interesting because why is he doing it? What is he trying to do?
Trying to have a comedy thing, I guess. Trying to make it big somehow, I suppose.
You're getting muffled, Bryan. I don't think
the
recording will pick it up.
What?
Yeah, well, don't get on top of it, you fucking... Okay, just talk right. Jesus Christ.
Appreciate.
Okay, well, if we look at it, in the beginning, we only really had Last Comic Standing. And the problem with Last Comic Standing was it was just one event. So you had to get good on your own time. And you didn't really, and it's not like real comedy where you could just hit some clubs. This was, you had to find nerds to test this out on. And I think what Danny's doing is he's created a lot of like practice areas, a lot of really safe,
big laughs in Tokyo
venues, or just going to cons themselves, being very aggressive, with getting a panel. That way, other people can go and do this. Because, like, thanks to Danny, we've gotten a lot of new people.
You know what's funny? First of all, Bryan, what the fuck are you doing?
Drinking or making ice or?
Why? Is it noisy?
Because it's irritating. You're irritating my audience. Because you're irritating me.
Fair enough. I don't know. I'm just moving my computer around. I will stop.
Yeah. Well, do what you got to do. I'm sorry for being a cunt. But
that's cool.
Something about Danny, and this is I've said this to his face, so it's not like I'm talking behind anyone's back. I thought it was very funny that in the earlier days he would charge people for the events, but he wouldn't pay the comedians. And when I pointed it out, he stopped charging for the events. And that's very peculiar. And another thing is like I think he just had another show tonight.
Yeah, I saw that.
But he's not mentioning. I'm pretty sure they're open mics. Yeah. But he's not saying that they're open mics. He's acting like he's doing this real shit. I'm like, are you really? Just be honest. You know, no one's going to fault you for doing open mics. I do open mics. I suck at them. I'm open with it. You know, down at the Comedy Cellar, 222 Hyde Street, San Francisco. You guys show up there. I do open mics. I suck all the time. It's part of the business. But I don't act like I'm
working. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't act like, you know, I'm doing this big show, because I'm not. I'm a nobody. Ooh, what did I do? I won the LCS this year? Big fucking deal. I tell that to anybody at an actual show. They're like, what the fuck is that? Nobody
gives a shit. You mean the real Last Comic Standing? Nah, it's this one for dweebs.
And even that, nobody respects that. Like, Joe Coy gets a lot of play, and he's funny to a point, but there's a lot of people that think he's full of shit.
Oh, like the actual TV show one?
Yeah, the last time.
I don't know who the fuck that guy is, I
guess. Dat Fan won one year, and nobody
I only
gives a
watched
shit
it
about
for
him now.
Alonzo Bowden.
Yeah, he's funny. But he's on, he works for Conan, so he's hilarious. He's really funny.
Well, he got it made.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he has it made. I mean, he is black. How made could you be when you're black? But
to give perspective, the last comic standing person I heard of is Ant, which was like the first second season or something like that. So.
Yeah, he can be funny. He's all right. I don't
He's
hate
funny
him or
on the
anything.
show.
Greg Giraldo, I feel bad. He was a judge. Man, I miss that guy. Greg Giraldo was my hero.
Greg Giraldo?
You guys don't know who Greg Giraldo is?
Probably not. No.
Brian, you're getting muffled.
No, I do not know who he is.
G, do you know who Greg Giraldo is?
I never really watched Last Comic Standing too much.
Well, it's not Last Comics. I mean, Greg Giraldo was a great comedian. He was a lawyer turned comedian. He died 2 years ago.
Okay.
You guys know Patrice O'Neal?
Yes, I've heard of him. I never really watched his shit.
See, I don't get that. I talked to so many, this is, very unique to the anime crowd. Nobody knows the comedians that I like.
I mean, I don't know. It depends on who you like. I've been listening to a lot of, Patton Oswalt recently, Louis C.K.
I love Patton Oswalt.
Yeah. I know I'm behind on the fucking Dick Rad train on those guys, but, recently I've been listening to them.
Remember Patton Oswalt's Dr. Pepper bit?
Yeah. And did you see that guy who ripped it off?
Yes, that was... Yeah. That was super awkward just watching it, because you just know there's somebody in that crowd that was watching him that just wanted to yell bullshit, but they didn't.
Well, there were other comics backstage called him out after the show and basically ruined his career. That guy wasn't even really a comedian. He was an actor who was doing comedy to kind of make ends meet. And he's just kind of out of it now.
Oh, did those other comedians beat the shit out of him for,
No, they just told him. And he was blacklisted from the club, I believe.
I really don't understand why you would steal jokes from a famous comedian, because somebody has seen the material.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, stealing jokes in general is just kind of a waste of time. Because you're not gonna do someone else's joke.
Yeah, you're never gonna tell it as well as they are.
That's why I'm never Sean Chiplock. All credit going to him. He actually made a joke backstage before the performance at the LCS that he was going to use my taking a shit joke because I don't use it anymore. And it's I don't mind if you use it. You'll never say it like I do, so it won't get the right kind of laugh. So I don't worry when people try to steal my jokes. And not to say he was trying to steal it, because he told me, and I said, go ahead if you want to, but you can't do someone else's jokes.
Yeah. Well, because comedy is really deeply personal, right? So
it is. I said this last night when we were sharing jokes with Pierce and Chad. Somebody made the comment, it's like, wow, you guys are so open with your material. And then we looked at each other, the reason why we're open with our material is we know for a fucking fact that if we steal each other's jokes, it's going to just blow up in our faces.
Exactly. It's you can't do that without somebody getting upset. Because, jokes are a comedian's baby, right? You're just fucking kidnapping their baby.
When I say blow up in our faces, I mean, it's going to fail.
They won't tell it right.
I can never... I can't, heaven forbid, me trying to steal soap jokes, but it will just, oh my God, it would be so horrible if I tried to do soap set. It would not work.
And the same thing with me, with you. I can't do what you do at all. I can't do it, and I'm not going to try.
Yeah.
And I think all of the people who are notable in this little small circuit are very unique. Fazio is extremely unique. G, you're very, very unique. Bryan, you're developing into something very specific.
Yeah. I don't have nearly the track record as you guys, but eventually I'm going to find.
But you can hear that your voice is coming. Pierce has the voice already because he's done research. He's very unique. Jack is fairly unique.
Yeah, and he's done his time on the East Coast apparently. So.
Well, yeah, and that's where I want to play with him a lot out in New York.
Nice.
That's right.
Anyway.
So we'll do real clubs. No disrespect to anything else.
You mean conventions? The fact that because there's no insult to going to a convention dressed up as cartoon characters for Japanese anime.
Well, that's fine. I mean, that's what people want to do, but people like that don't get me. They won't get me. They
tend to not be as sophisticated, humor inclined.
Sophisticated.
They're too into them. Have you ever asked, no disrespect to you, G, but you're not like this. Have you ever asked a cosplayer about their costume?
Yeah.
They go on for hours about how they painted their steampunk gun, their Nerf gun, brown to blend. It's like, shut up. All right, I just asked you a question.
I think it's because cosplayers put a lot of time in this, so they
fuck their time. Fuck their time and fuck stupid hobby. It's a fucking hobby. Get over it. If I ask you one simple question, give me a straight answer. You don't need to brag about your shit. It's not going to impress me. Shut up, unless you're going to blow me. And even then, you better be shutting up. I don't want to hear you trying to talk with my dick in your mouth.
Yeah, they got to do it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just, well, I mean, a Hummer's one thing. It's just humming, but don't tell me about your stupid Italia. Ooh, I was America. You know what? Fuck you. You're not America unless you're a captain in front of it.
Thumbs up, soldier.
Seriously. Captain America is the only America I respect.
What about Uncle Bandit Keith?
Oh, Bandit Keith.
In America.
Oh, God.
Brian, what are you doing? You're still doing something.
I've got a fucking wobbly-ass table, so watch. If I just poke it, ooh, wobble.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay, so I apologize for my audience, for you guys, both of you.
Fucking rickety-ass table, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is all Brian's fault.
So, Brian, I just got to say, what did you think of Last Comic Standing this year?
Oh, this year? I thought it was not very good, to be completely honest. I was there in the crowd because, I got to support my piece, but I'd say compared to...
Do you think Soap was the hands-down winner?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But what made you think it wasn't as good, then?
A lot of the humor, as we've ruminated many a time in our little fucking group, the humor was just kind of lowest common denominator, all the racist shit and all that.
I felt really bad because, like, the stuff that I say, everyone seemed to say. The stuff that I said for my set, that's what I do every single fucking year. And I felt really bad because everyone else was doing it.
Yeah.
It's like, can't you do your own shit?
The problem is there's like a critical mass of, like, that kind of humor that you can do. And after a certain point, it becomes tiresome. Like, before, nobody did that, right? So, Soap, you were the fucking breath of fresh air. You're like, whoa, all these guys are fucking making Pokemon jokes, but this guy's fucking bitter, and I love it.
I'm very glad you said that because I've been. That's how I felt. Like when I first started it, I was mocking things and putting things down, and every year after that, I see more and more people doing that, and it's like, are they trying to do what I did, or is that who they are? And because they're not very good at it, I don't think it's who they are.
Yeah, exactly.
I think people are like trying to copy shit. I don't know.
I mean, you have been pretty successful, and that's a formula that works for you. And people are like, well, if this guy does really well by doing this kind of humor, I should copy it because that clearly.
Yeah, people want to try it too, and it's not for everyone. You can't do that.
I would really like to just talk to our audience for 1 year, especially like who's the regulars and who are the new people being brought in, because there's a lot of people in that audience who have some serious history with the show.
Yeah, people show up every year. Like
we can have I can probably talk to Masa about it. I don't know if Gary's going to be at AX this year, but we can probably have an LCS affiliated panel separate from the LCS, and we can actually talk to people. Maybe we should postulate that and ask.
You know how to do a fucking wrap up panel for shit, right?
Yeah, we should do something.
This is a bit of ego stroking, but I always wanted to see like how people rank all the winners and the shows.
Yeah, that's true.
In my opinion, I think Fazio would be up there, and then G, I think you would probably be like second, and then Jacob would be like a very, very close.
You gotta
third.
put yourself in there, dude. You're definitely, yeah.
No.
Why?
Here's why.
Because you hate everything. Fucking hate
I do.
list.
Yeah.
Fuck list.
I think I'm at the bottom of the list. I really do. I think Greg Jones. I think it would go Fazio, and then Gerardo. Oh, I'm sorry. Should I not have said your name?
I lost one of my magic powers.
Well, my name is Virgil, so I think it would go Fazio, G, Jacob. Who else won? Greg Jones.
Danny.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Greg,
Danny was told before Greg Jones because Danny's got a huge following
All right.
for some reason
It
now.
sequences Greg, Danny, me, Fazio, Jacob, you.
That's only 6 years?
Yeah, and
6 years is a long fucking
Yeah.
time for a panel, dude.
well, yeah, it started in 2007.
Okay, I could swear it had started earlier. Maybe you're probably right there.
2007. That's the only year I didn't perform.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think they're still trying to get it to be a main event. What do you guys think about that?
It really is the size of a main event, so
it deserves it, even though we didn't fill up all the space this year.
Well, we did, but they left.
Like,
they left in the intermission.
A lot of people left during the intermission.
That wasn't a good band.
Oh, they were all right.
Fine, it's just not the right.
They were trolling the audience with that song. That song wasn't real.
Oh yeah.
They were fucking with them, which I love them.
They
for
were
doing
making
that.
because I know the band. They were making literally in jokes with their group of friends and.
I know. I know. We talked about it at the dinner the next day. I remember that. I thought that was the coolest thing.
But the problem
in that case, that's fucking brilliant.
It's not some fucking Vocaloid, so the anime crowd isn't gonna have much fucking time for that. It's like
Vocaloid, that Vocaloid shit. I hate that. Okay, if you cosplay as Miku Bitsune or whatever that faggot name is, it's like you're choosing to advertise for the software, which is the stupidest shit to do because you're not getting paid for it, and you look like ass. It's such a boring costume, and she sounds like shit, and all of her songs are fucking ass. And if you like that music, stop listening to my podcast. I don't want you as a fan.
I mean, I see the appeal, but it just, it sounds bad.
What is the appeal? What is the appeal?
Japanese
Tell me.
T-Pain.
Huh? Yeah, Japanese T-Pain.
T-Pain?
That's what vocally.
All right.
That's the way I describe Miku. Japanese T-Pain.
Yeah, you know what? All right. You explained it. Thank you. I get
That's
it
like
now.
3 for 3 where I've been able to explain something concisely.
Oh, excuse me.
Got that beer burp, so.
Yeah, it's got something.
That's what I would really love.
Oh, thank you.
For a wrap-up panel, like not just the winter ranking, but the year ranking, like how people rank different seasons of Doctor Who.
Most people remember that shit though. Like, there's like a couple of diehard people that would remember it, but for the most part.
Well, I really believe that the last comic standing winners are defined by their year, like how they got to where they were.
If you believe that, then I'm the worst.
Like, you mean the other comedians, or?
No, if I
defined by the year by like.
I'm talking about the person's struggle, the winner's struggle to get to where they were. Did they just decimate the crowd? Was it a hard fought victory? Was it the champion slowly building a following with each joke?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I think you're probably reading too much into it.
Maybe I am. It's just that I keep thinking back for the amount of bullshit I had to fight through to get my victory.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Yo Mama fight
contest.
and going up against Fazio, going first and being in the tougher bracket. Oh, did you know that I still butthurt about that Yo Mama fight?
Don't talk shit about Anton.
No,
Anton's
he
awesome
tells me
guy.
that too. So it's like our playful banter.
I love Anton. I would totally have a threesome with him if his girl and actually that would be a foursome if his girl and my girl were down with it. I would totally.
True story. Okay, true story. I was at YaoiCon and I found out that one of the girls in my room was an Anton fangirl from Last Comic Standing.
Wow.
And then she just goes, "So yeah, how do you know Anton?" What? No,
was she jealous?
She did not know who I was.
Oh,
no,
she didn't know you won.
She knew Anton from Last Comic Standing, and then she's like, "So how do you know Anton?" I'm like,
That's the thing, people. I think people put too much emphasis on winning LCS, and nobody gives a fuck. It's like the winner of the Masquerade. Who won last year's Masquerade? The only person that's going to know is the dude that won it. Nobody cares. People care about who they care about, and it doesn't matter if you won or not. I got a lot of fans by not winning.
That's true.
So nobody cares. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
In the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't. It's kind of cool,
convention comedy. If we went out to like get a contract or do other things from it, sure, we'll go ahead and start putting it on our resume, but
I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm not signing a contract.
Yeah, like to be fair, in general, anime fans, like we said already, just don't tend to have the best sense of humor.
Yeah. No, they don't.
They're stupid. All right, I'll say it. They're fucking.
It's funnier if you said it instead of Bryan and I.
You know, not all.
You got the best voice for cursing. You just got that edge.
Yeah, it does, especially when you say cunts. If I swear, it just sounds like if Mr. Rogers was swearing, like, man, that's shit. Fuck everybody. It just doesn't have that bite.
Yeah, it doesn't have the impact. I don't mean all anime fans are stupid, but a lot of them are, because Hitalia exists.
And, basically, it's pretty much.
Hey, Bryan, why don't you talk about that Homestuck?
Oh God, and Homestuck fans, like, on a scale of 1 to 9, how unfunny are you, right?
Wait, did you go to PMX?
Oh yeah, well, not this PMX, but.
Oh, because I was about to ask if it was really like Homestuck Con.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
I heard it was really good. I heard there was like no drama
in our circles. But...
Well, that's because no one goes to. It's like.
Yeah, no one goes to PMX. None of our people go. The CG, I don't know. Does CGL people go except for a handful? Like I know Drew went because he worked.
Yeah, a handful of us went, but it's not nearly the turnout. But
well, no one puts a lot of emotional investment into PMX. So if anything bad happens, like whatever, I'm just at PMX.
I hate PMX.
Okay, go.
And I'll tell you why.
Here we go. Does it involve cunts?
It does. Back in 2004, I think it was, I was actually playing there with my band, and they fucked up everything, and I just completely lost my mind, and I was yelling at audience members. I was yelling at people who I didn't know. When I finally got to the green room, I was yelling at everyone. They were just so horribly organized. And then they tried to appease us. First of all, I'm gonna name names right fucking now. There's this guy, I forget, like Harry Lou or some shit. He was like pushing my band out of our spot and shit. And like the guy who was in charge at the time, who's not in charge of PMX at the time. PMX is completely different now. So you guys are great now. But back then they were awful, and the guy was like, "If you please Harry, I'll do anything for you." And I'm like, "Fuck Harry! Who the fuck is he? What does he drive? Does he drive the force of this shit? Fuck him! He can suck a turd out of my ass after he chokes on my cum, because I don't give a fuck who you are. This is my band that you're fucking over, and I'm getting pissed, and They blew us over, and they said, okay, you guys can perform, you can open up for the masquerade. And what we did was we basically said, fuck you guys. We played one song, told everyone we hated them, and just, like, I smashed my guitar down and we just fucking left.
Down? People actually said
I was
wow.
That's an edgy move. If you're like the lead singer of Green Day, if you saw a video recently, that's how you're maximum edgy,
Maximum edgy.
Are you being sarcastic? Because I'm an asshole, and
I'm making fun of the fucking guy from Green Day.
Billy Joe Armstrong.
You see that video? He was pissed because like he was getting cut off by some, like, I don't know, Justin Bieber was playing next, and they made him cut his set early. And meanwhile he's playing the fucking MTV Music Awards or some fucking shit. So it's like, you fucking complaining about Bieber when you're fucking on his fucking turf. Like, it was really funny to me. It was so anti-punk.
On his turf.
Yeah, it is what it is. And I'm going to have to say, I apologize for insulting all anime fans in a sweeping generalization, because they are not all stupid. I know that for a fact because I saw them at YaoiCon, and I didn't meet a single stupid person.
Well, that's because YaoiCon is 18 now. So
that's true.
That really mitigates the idiocy factor.
Yaikon was amazing. Again, to throw it out there, I love all of you, especially my buyers. You guys were so
for
so
your
wonderful.
little auction thing. How much did you go?
It's beyond little, dude.
Yeah, the auction is one of the.
That thing is like a well-oiled machine for the most.
Really? How much did you go for? How much did you go for? Out of curiosity.
I sold for $100 and I made around $30 in tips.
Now let me just reiterate that $100, not to knock soap, that's kind of like on the lower side.
Well, also a lot of people. First of all, it's a new area. I was told by Captain. Everybody knows Captain.
Captain, as in Captain that we know, or
as in lesbian Captain?
No. He's the captain. He told me that if we had been doing it in San Francisco, I would have sold for at least $300, because the area is a lot more familiar. Everyone knows if they know what to expect. Long Beach was new. We didn't know what to expect. Give it up to I got to give it up to Reno, who I have a total crush on, which my girlfriend will love to hear. He sold for $800, and he deserved every fucking penny.
It's for charity, right, or something like that?
No, it's to keep the condo.
Well, so it is sort of charity. Yeah, I get it. It's like, okay, for sure.
He sold for $800. God bless him. He was awesome, and he was great. He's a great guy. Everyone knows him. He's awesome.
So is this like an escort service, that's enough. Or what does it do?
No,
there's actually a lot of rules in place to protect the safety of the Bishonins.
Yeah, they're not allowed to do anything unless they ask. You know, they ask and they can't do anything.
So nothing in your pooper.
They can't do anything.
That's a good first rule.
Yeah, they're not allowed to do anything unless they ask first and you accept. So, I had one girl who was like, "Can I hug your slave?" Like she asked my owners. I don't know. It's nice. It's fun. It's fun to be objectified.
Yeah, nothing sexual, and the big thing is, you are like anytime that you are uncomfortable with your situation, you are encouraged to walk away. And like,
what was the safety word out of curiosity?
Get the fuck away from me.
It's called backhand to the face.
No, my girls were awesome. All three of them were fucking awesome. I love them. I hope they buy me next year. That's how awesome they are.
Maybe I have to show up, man.
They were really awesome.
Trying to get Soap too? It's like,
well, Soap and I are a YowieCon team, and not in that sense.
We did the comedy panel every year that we've been doing it, and then this year was different because G decided, I don't want to go
be
to
sensible.
It's far. You could have just drove with me and my friend. We had room. You bitch. You could have came with us.
I love that little pause right before bitch, as if you're just had something more vicious to say, but wanted to scale it back.
Tone that shit down for you.
Trying to be nice.
So, how did that panel go by out of curiosity?
It went well for everyone else but me, I think. Fazio did great. Damien did awesome. Matthew Cartagena, he was...
I always laugh whenever I think of that guy.
Oh, Matthew.
Anton, I was so happy. I talked to Anton the day before, and he said he would show up for my sake, and I'm so glad he did, because who doesn't love Anton? He did his song, and everyone loved it, and it was great having him there, because Anton is really good at ad-libbing. Anton and Fazio ad-libbing was great.
Oh my God, that
really
sounds
good.
Like a broken team.
Them ad-libbing together was awesome. It was so good to have them there. Anton, if you listen to this, you're always invited. Me and G are going to do it next year. If you want to show up, please do. Bring your guitar. I love you.
Part of the world again?
No, it's still it's going to be in SoCal, confirmed.
Yeah, it's great in Long Beach. It was great. Bryan, you need to show up.
It's like the ultimate party con, dude.
It is the best convention. YowieCon has always been the best convention for me, but this year was the best.
For me, it's always
best.
LA,
it was amazing.
Yeah, that's just because all of my
I'm going to find out. find out how good ALA is. Oh, and I got to give you, Brian, I got to give you credit. You really made me feel really good in that room when you announced that I won because nobody cared, and you announced it. And, yeah, at AX, and that guy was like shitting on my shoes, and then I clowned him back, and all those girls were laughing at him. It made me feel like, oh wow, I'm funny.
Oh,
it was great. I loved it.
No, like well, that was really like the after party kind of thing.
Right,
I mean, they had another one.
But see, so this is what I'm talking about. How we were talking about the years and the previous winners and like how stupid anime fans are. That's the kind of shit I want to talk about once I get like the round table going with the veterans.
Well, if you do it, if you want to put that together, as long as I can say what I want.
Nobody is going to be filtered in this conversation.
The thing is, a lot of people will complain, oh, you're starting drama, and
you know what?
I can't stand that.
Big fucking deal. I think the stuff that's going to be said here should be heard.
Right.
And I've
not
already
drama, it's the fucking truth.
And I've already played my nice guy card. I've already did the How Not to Suck podcast. So there's me with the sugar. Now it's time for a little bit of vinegar.
I don't know how I don't even believe you can be visceral.
Okay, maybe not visceral. I just want to say what's on my mind.
Well, say it here.
Well, I've already said what's on my mind.
Okay, how about this? What is the worst thing about me as a comedian?
The fact that you beat me?
Okay, no. Well, you beat me.
And listen, once you win, you want to keep on winning. The worst thing about you as a comedian? Oh, man, that's fucking hard to say because I legitimately enjoy everything you say. And I know it sounds like your cock's in my mouth, but
no, I don't believe
fuck you. First off, I'm really horrible at picking shit apart. So the only time I'll hate something is when I glaringly have an issue with it.
Okay, so you have
I had to have a serious problem. That's why I could talk that stuff about Uncle Yo, because that was a serious problem I had.
I actually saw him at New York Comic Con back in 2010, I think it was, or 2009, one of those years. And I remember having to leave the room that he was in because he was in one of the main halls that you pass through to get to other things. And he was just so loud and irritating and talking about his stupid, let's make a song and include every nerd aspect we can in it, and that'll be funny. And you know what? It's not.
But see, most of my critiques on the scene are just the scene itself and where it's going. I don't have any issues with people.
I don't have issues with people either. If you're not funny, I'm going to point out.
Material. I think my biggest grievance was just was when I made that thread, just going, people are seriously noticing that we just went and overused the race jokes, and everybody said what was on my mind, and I'm really glad that thread exploded the way it exploded.
Right.
I felt really bad about winning this year, and I still feel bad about it because it's like it just seemed like everyone was doing my thing really, really badly, except for like Pierce and Jack and Chris and
the
of
Asian
course
guy,
Yuji,
the other
and Danny did his own thing.
I don't know,
but everyone else is like, let's be racist, let's try to be edgy, and I'm like, don't be edgy, be yourself. Like, I'm not edgy. I'm myself.
I just want people to go back to the fundamentals.
Well, what does that mean, fundamentals?
I always believe that I have a very boring style, and I don't mean content-wise. It's just set up, punchline, transition. Set up, punchline, transition.
Well, your energy carries a lot of it. I don't have the energy you have at all.
It's a ham and cheese sandwich. That's how I view my material in terms of its simplicity.
Well, I'm
every joke has a build up, then there's a punchline, maybe a double punchline, and then it just builds up there.
You gotta eat meat. Murder tastes delicious, so I don't know about you.
You know, that's one thing I wanted to comment on, Brian. You thought my veganism was a joke?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Not really. I'm just shitting you, but
ever since Scott Pilgrim made it cool.
Never seen it.
Actually, vegans do take a lot of shit from people. We do. Yeah.
That's why I don't mention it to people unless they're
I don't
trying to feed me.
understand why why you would give
it's
a vegan
just a
shit.
popular thing to get pissed off. Like, like being a hipster. It's the
True.
buzzword. It's like Justin Bieber fans.
Like, dude,
Whatever.
when I went shopping for vegetables today, I just realized why vegetarians exist, because you could get a whole lot of that shit cheap.
It's true.
Well, vegetarian and veganism are completely different.
The point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
No, I don't. And what is that noise now? I'm getting
Brian's
bothered.
keyboard, most likely.
That's typing. Yeah.
Are you sexting someone? You sexting? Is that what the kids call it?
Wow,
Who you
dude,
trying
that was with the stutter. You sounded very Woody Allen-ish.
I don't mind that. I'm fucking a Jew. It's rubbing off.
You sexting.
Is that what you're doing? You're sexting some ugly broad?
These days,
you don't know who she looks like?
Sext each other? Is that what you do these days? Kind of.
You sound like Jim Norton now. You guys know Jim Norton? I know G knows. Yeah. You know Jim Norton now because I'm. Brian, you know Jim Norton?
But I probably have heard of him.
Oh, I love him. I would blow his 2-inch penis in a heartbeat, and it would probably take a heartbeat for him to come. Wow, nothing. Geez, see, this is what I'm talking about. I make these harsh jokes, and the anime audience is like, huh? I don't get it. Was that funny? Yeah, it was funny, but not to you, obviously.
It's not my style of humor. What I laugh at.
Yeah,
hey, remember, stuff. I'm the accessible guy in the video game world. I'm the Nintendo Wii of comedy.
This guy's not threatening.
I think you're like a PC. Yeah, I guess so, and I guess that would make me a PC.
Yeah, actually, that's very accurate.
That's a good compliment.
I'm so non-threatening. I'm a Nintendo Wii with a Will Smith CD in there.
Smith, him and his giant ears.
I
respect
and his women when I'm on a date. I take them to a movie or maybe a museum, and I own to kiss them when they're ready.
That was a Family Guy reference, right?
It's my favorite Will Smith rap he's never done.
Jada Pinkett needs to fucking leave his dumb ass. And you know what? Maybe I shouldn't say that because she'd probably kick my ass if I did.
Tough.
Wait, I just did. Oh, I love her. And she doesn't belong with him. Him and his dumbass ears, his stupid face, his stupid... Oh, he's an actor. No, he isn't. He's a dumb cunt that does the same shit just like every other stupid actor.
I don't know. I've always enjoyed his shit, but... I grew up watching
maybe you're an alcoholic.
No, definitely.
How does your opinion matter?
I think I've touched the bottle for a full week now.
Ooh, a week! Wow.
That was
is that a record?
It was like a month. So I'm not a huge movie.
So you're saving it up for ALA. Listen, Brian, I'm sorry. If I'm being a loony, I'm sorry.
This is par for the course.
I just save it up. Like most people, they just they get drunk every night or whatever. I just hold that shit up, and I'm like somebody who has an anger problem. They just build up inside of them. Except instead of building stuff and exploding outwards, I become a black hole for liquor essentially. So that's how I operate.
Yeah, I was doing that for a while, and I had to stop. I was drinking every night, getting like 2 6-packs a night.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. I don't see what the problem is, but everyone says, "Oh, you have a problem." I'm like, maybe you have a problem, like being a invasive cunt getting in my life.
In my line of work, I got to deal with people, and dealing with people while hungover is just really unpleasant. So.
At the diner in Torrance, which you won't tell us.
Yeah, you're not gonna tell me exactly where you work, so.
I work. Yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna tell you,
Brian.
That's true. But still, people like you better than me, so I figure they would bother you more than they would bother me.
Fucking lair where you work. It's like a soap here, and from the back you just hear soap just yelling, "Fuck you!"
Hey, Brian, are you trying out for ALA?
Yeah, well, I guess so. I don't know. Do I need to make a video? I figured.
Yeah, you do. You do. You need to. It needs to be up within the week.
Okay. Well, I don't really have software to record videos, so.
Make an audio. Just do an audio.
Well, I'll talk to you later about how to do that. But
hey,
now I have to retool everything because I didn't realize it was PG-13.
Yeah, what's your take on this whole thing? Do you see it as just another comedy show, but everyone's clean, or you think it could actually have some sort of impact?
I mean, it'll be good if it's clean because it'll force some people to stretch their comedy or just be unfunny. So either way, it'll be entertaining.
Oh,
yes.
Gee, I forgot to mention Trong. I want at the roast.
You want Trung at the roast?
I want Trung at the roast. I talked to Fazio about it. He was down with
it.
Why
would you want Trung to roast Masa D. Luffy?
I just want him there. I want him there. I really do.
I got some jokes for Masa. Trust me.
Oh, I know Bryan. Bryan
knows
Masa. Well, he gives Masa drinks.
I've roomed with Masa at a couple. I think 2 cons. I don't remember. I know at least 1 con.
At this point, we can basically have as many people as we want because it's not going to be a panel. It's just going to be a gathering. And Bryan, if you want in, you're in.
I'm down.
Okay, so that's Bryan, that's G, that's myself, that's Fazio, that's Jennifer, Andrew, Masa, of course, and Trung. I want Trung.
That is a very interesting choice, is Trung.
I want him in it. I want to see what he would have to say. I'm dying to see, and I have a feeling he'll like reject and say no. I don't think he likes me. He tried to add me as a friend, and like a week later, because I didn't add him fast enough, he like rejected it. Like, I think he doesn't.
People
like
do that. Like, that's just you do. Like, you're like, oh, well, apparently I'm not cool enough. Let's undo it. I don't know.
No, I just.
The person,
just lazy.
People he's not gonna like are Denzel and Prob.
Oh, Denzel's gonna be there too.
Yeah, he's gonna steer clear from Denzel.
That'll be fun.
Because
really?
Denzel
Why?
kind of said he'd kick his ass if he.
No, he's not. No. It'll be fine. No. Yeah, no. Trung's got to be in it. He's got to be in it. Denzel can. He's a man of honor. He's not going to kick his ass out of no reason. Oh, and Thomas is going to be on it. Thomas, sorry about the noise on the mic.
That's good.
Please tell me. Please tell me you got
there?
someone filming it.
Sure.
I don't. I don't know anyone. The only person I know is Danny, and he's evidently not going to show up. I could probably get
you are
Drew's
trying
girlfriend.
way too hard for this thing to not be filmed.
I don't know if you necessarily want Danny's people to film it, because last time they just didn't post it on the internet. So.
They
remember the whole shit that we're all kind of saying over how they got mad about something. I just didn't post it at all, so nobody got to see their sets except for one of their friends.
Yeah, I'm thinking of asking Drew to get his girlfriend, Anne. Everyone knows Anne.
Not necessarily a camera person, but I'm sure one of us.
No, all you got to do is just watch the tripod
and make sure that there's some sort of audio feed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to yell, because I don't know about microphones. I don't know how that's going to work.
Where are we going to do this? This is at ALA, I'm assuming.
I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
you know where they have cosplay chests, Bryan? On that lower level?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's just like in the... Oh, right. I know where you are. You're talking about exactly.
That's open and people rarely go there.
Unless the Homestuck people show up again. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so Bryan, especially from you, we need to pass the word around on the CGL, on the forums, on 4chan, on the CGL Facebook page. We need to let people know where we're going to be. I don't know I don't know how to navigate ALA. I've never been,
For sure.
So I need someone.
We're going to get it organized. Like, I'm waiting a little bit, probably till towards the end of the month, and then I'll.
You don't want to spread the word now.
Yeah, it's a little too early.
Because it's too early and people will forget.
No, fuck that. Just keep reminding
and
them.
people get fed up and not show up.
Like I said, just wait until December, and then you can start blowing that shit up.
All right. Well, I don't know how to do it. I'm terrible at self-promotion.
All right, for sure.
So.
But we'll do it.
Bryan, you're more in the know than I am with CGL. Nobody knows who I am in CGL.
Keep it that way.
I don't give a fuck. My ex-fiance was posted on CGL all the time. I always thought that was funny. Like, because she cosplayed Link, and I guess everybody made fun of her. my ex fiance. I'm not going to say her name because she's threatened to have the police come to my house before.
Yeah. So. In that case,
shit, that's heavy, man.
Yeah, I deal with a lot of cunts, but I thought that was funny. CGL made fun of her. I think she was kind of proud of it because people paid attention to her.
It's always funny, like, when you see somebody has a shitty costume and they seem to be happy when people are taking pictures. Like, you know that shit's gonna end up on, like, some Facebook shit. They're gonna caption it and make fun of you forever.
It wasn't even a shitty costume. Her Link costume was good, but I think it's because that other broad, that other...
There's a couple of Link cosplayers who are so good.
I'm gonna say this on record. Pikmin Link, go fuck yourself. You're a cunt. You need a cucumber up your ass with spikes. You are a fucking bitch. You think your claim to fame is a shitty character, and you think you're so serious about it. Go fuck yourself with that stupid sword you carry around, you fucking cunt. You need a bloody fucking pussy right now. You need to shove it all the way up there until it hits your throat, and then you die from it. You fuck. Okay, maybe not die, but come close to it. Fuck you. I can say this here because I can't say it on cosplay.com because everyone there is a fucking cunt and bitch. Oh, you can't insult people. Fuck you.
That's why
I'm on
the asshole of the internet when I'm wanting to talk cosplay.
Go fuck yourself. My name is Soap. My name is Virgil Lestrange. If you want to bring it to me, we got a new feature. We have a feature. We have an email address. It's called Regrettable Podcast at gmail.com.
You have an email this time.
Oh, yeah.
Regrettable Podcast at gmail.com. Pikmin Link. Go ahead, talk your shit. Get all your stupid little cosplay friends together. Let's do this shit. Fuck you. And I know people are going to say, you're picking on a girl. You know what? She wants to be a man. So fuck her.
Now, I was worried that we were getting too civil for that past 20 minutes. Thank you, Soap.
Or fuck her stupid face. Everyone is, oh, she's so pretty. Yeah, like an ugly man. Yeah, fuck you. You and your dumb tunic and your stupid shield and your dumb ears and your stupid... I get so sick of seeing people. It's always Asians walking around with steady cams, trying to loop around cosplayers. And the only reason why they're down in circles...
By the way, that's exactly one Asian, and it's him every time. So.
It's just... It's either him or Eurobeat King. Also, by the way, Eurobeat King, go fuck yourself. You know why I don't like you? Because of your face. When are you ever not going to wear white? You know, it's like he's trying. Oh God, he's taking pictures of so many of my girlfriends, and I know he's beaten off to all of them, including myself. You fucking cunt! Your claim to fame is taking pictures of nobodies who do nothing. Fuck you. Ugh. That guy makes me sick.
Anyway,
I don't even know him.
About that Steadicam shit, it's only one Asian, so it's not a case of all the Asians look the same. It is the same guy.
I've seen more people with Steadicams. I've seen many people with Steadicams at Fanime. And you know what they're doing it.
I don't know how, but he did.
They're only what you do is you do it in halfway slow motion, turn around the cosplayer, maybe you'll get an upskirt shot, put it on YouTube to a really shitty Anberlin song that they'll probably take down for copyright reasons, and it's
make sure
everyone loves it. It's
everybody.
Those lip syncing. I think the person who does the cosplay videos the best is the Deadpool cosplayer, and he has the shittiest cam quality ever. I think, and he gets the most attention because his stuff is
this AX. Deadpool versus fucking retard Power Ranger, greatest thing I've ever seen. Those two have the best chemistry. Have you seen the retard Power Ranger, right? There's a guy who dresses up as a Red Ranger. He has a red retard helmet. If you know what I mean.
If you dress up by a Power Ranger, aren't you by default retarded?
He's super retarded.
Yeah. He's got a red helmet on, literally the kind they prevent the special kids from hurting themselves in with, we
should fun of him. He's got an injury. He was born stupid.
And he goes around and he fucks with people. He'll get people to pose for a photograph with their own camera, and then he'll run away and shit like that. He's just really funny.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
And he pulls stuff out of his crotch. He's got a hole in his crotch, and he just has a bunch of stuff in his junk.
Oh, this guy sounds awesome.
This year he had a costume it was his old costume because he got a new one, a new Zentai suit, and he had it stuffed, so he had two versions of himself, and he was fucking throwing it around and shit. So yeah, that guy's fucking classic.
This guy sounds awesome. I love this guy.
There's videos up. I'll link it to you later. But the guy is great.
I won't watch it. I don't care. But I would love to see him in person. But I reiterate, Pikmin Link, go fuck yourself. You're a big king, suck a dick.
You wanna just throw in the Asian guy with the Steadicam at it? Well,
I don't know him. But you're not gonna get any pussy by trying to get upskirt shots. Why don't you learn to be a man and buy a woman?
I am happy that I've been in one cosplay video where there's only.
I remember that at YaoiCon.
Oh right, I was in two cosplay videos.
You were with a Poison cosplayer. A Poison cosplayer who wasn't my ex. Poison. Why is Poison a cosplay thing now? Why like such an obscure NPC from Final Fight that nobody should give a fuck about?
It's because she goes through trends. Like, let's see.
Trends can suck a dick.
Are we?
See what's popular.
Have we?
Anyone who cosplays. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna say this.
Time out. Have we reached the ranting portion? All right.
I'm always ranting. I hate Poison. Poison can suck a turd out of my ass and then choke on it, and then I'll rape her corpse. Not when she's dead.
I think. By the way, pretty sure Poison is a he. Oh.
No. They changed Poison from a he in America because they didn't like the idea of beating up women. But originally, it's a woman.
Really?
Poison is a woman.
Poison is a woman, Japan, and then the U.S. version, they made it a guy, but then Capcom just went, she's both.
It became canon later then. Okay, because I knew,
Poison is a woman, and I hate Poison cosplayers, and if you cosplay Poison, go fuck yourself. And if you don't want me to hate you, take off the fucking costume and walk around naked.
What is the new trend right now?
Homestuck?
No. Kenny Saki is old news.
Well, I miss PMX, so I don't know what the current trend is. I don't really keep up on.
Wait, now I remember now.
What?
It's Homestuck, Doctor Who, Adventure Time, and My Little Pony.
Adventure Time is the shit.
I enjoy it a lot, but I guess it's not for everybody.
Oh, it's fucking and that stupid unicorn that's speaking Korean or something.
That just makes me lose my shit when
I want her
pretty much
dead.
What's in now is everything not from Japan.
Yeah, Doctor Who's like, it's getting
Doctor Who and Avengers.
Avengers, yeah. Oh, you seen the fucking rants that people made about that? It's true though. It's getting the fucking I don't know the female equivalent of the neckbeard, but I'm sure there is one. It's got
it's like Fujiyoshi.
Yeah. Whatever the American version of that is, because I don't know enough moon speak. It's like whatever that equivalent. That's what they're fucking into, and Supernatural, like that's what.
Oh my God, Supernatural!
And all that shit always spills into the conventions, so we got to deal with it.
I'm really wondering if Chuni is going to be the new series that you're going to see a bit of. Chuni and Sword Art. Well, Sword Art Online is getting there, but I really hope I want to see some Chuni.
I don't keep up on shit. Like
Chuni it's an anime series that reminds you how much of a dumbass you were in high school, which is why I love it. Because it's basically about this kid where how that one guy back in middle school or high school who thought he was an anime character, who thought he had special powers and shit.
Weeaboos? Yes.
Like this super weeaboo. Yeah, he was one of them, and then he's trying to not be that anymore.
So like all of us.
Yeah, no, he's pretty much
dark past.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to escape his dark past, but there's this girl in his class who still does that shit, and she knows that he's done it in the past, so she tries to bring him back into his antics, and he's just having none of this shit. And
that is way too tongue in cheek for most anime fans. I don't think that's going to be the big shit.
That anime has made me cringe so much, but it makes me cringe so often that if I were to marathon this series, I would have a 6-pack.
I don't think those are the same muscles, G.
That's a good joke. I like that joke. That's a good joke. That was good ad-libbing. I like that, G. I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm just letting you guys go. I don't like anime at all.
Like I rarely watch it. I like certain series, but I like
watch
all my
Space
shit.
Brothers. Space Brothers. Fucking Space Brothers.
I go to AX for the games and for cosplaying.
Yeah.
That's it. And for the parties. I don't fuck with anime. Anime can suck a dick.
I mean, yeah. A lot of it's bullshit, and I don't understand. Like
Well, a lot of anything's bullshit.
Not me.
You just say bullshit.
Yeah, I say everything. And Pikmin Link, go fuck yourself. God, cosplayer comp
That's why I
pisses
do
me
not
off.
go there. I've stopped
I'm
in a couple
scared.
times.
I still go there because, you know, you got to keep on top of roommates and shit. But now that I'm, like, I know a lot of people in CGL, I don't think I have to worry about that as much.
And that's like the best thing about CGL is I now have a room.
Yeah, exactly. Like, all of us are fucking...
Yeah, me too. Yeah, all of us are set. I'm so happy to be in
Who
the
are
group
you
that I'm
staying
in.
with this time? Okay.
Drew and Ann. Ann is, oh god, Ann is like my
I think
BFF.
they're
Hi,
I think
Ann.
they're
Talking
staying
about Duralath and Annie?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I owe Drew Johnny Walker Gold because he basically saved my life last year. Because we're gonna get all
Drew,
emotional here.
I gotta tell you this awesome story about Andrew afterwards. But go ahead and give your
okay. Last year when I lost to Jacob, I thought last year was my best show.
I remember
at AX
you were
so
so down after that.
Yeah, I was probably gonna kill myself.
Unrelated news. That was Bryan's debut year.
Yeah. So that's
I was ready to kill myself because I have a lot of psychological problems that I didn't address back then, and I was ready to kill myself. And then Drew was talking to me about give it a month, think it over, because I was done with the LCS. I was
vouch for that.
Finished.
You were very upset, and it was like
I wasn't upset. I was done. I was tired. I wasn't upset that
I'm not
I lost.
upset, but I could tell it was not good.
I was tired. I was sick of it. It's not my crowd. I'm done. And he said to give it a week, give it a month, and I did. And I decided, fuck these people. I'm going to come back and I'm going to do better. And I didn't kill myself because of that. And then I started getting therapy after my fiance left me when I had my emotional break, and I started getting therapy. And now I'm not going to kill myself. So like I owe a lot of living to Drew, which is why I'm going to buy him a drink.
Yeah.
That's my story.
No, true story. If we're going to talk about Andrew, this is what I always remember was ALA 2 years ago. We're having this. We're just chilling with everyone, and all of a sudden, there's like this weird cosplayer wearing a hoodie and a robot mask, holding a bat, running at us. And Drew sees this cosplayer and gives him a straight up Goldberg spear.
Wow.
That cosplayer turned out to be Zal.
Oh, he fucking speared Zal.
Wait a minute.
Jill.
The broad?
Oh.
Well,
ouch.
Well,
she's so little.
Drew didn't give him a full-on Goldberg spear. It was like I watched this because like the impact was right next to me. Shoulder hit the gut, and she gets lifted off her feet. And instead of just like following through with the tackle, Drew set her down.
Wow.
I
mean, that's probably what you do when somebody runs at you with the bat. So I guess I understand, except it was one of our people.
Yeah, but Zell wanted to just surprise everybody, so she wears the mask and wears the bat, takes the bat and just runs with the intention to stop. And I think it was she was charging at Wes, and Wes was already preparing himself for a judo throw, but Drew just beat him with the tackle.
Yeah. See, Wes can fucking take that hit. So, yeah, if he was like somebody was charging at like some random person, break somebody if she hit him.
Wow, I'm sorry I got in the group
that
so
was
late.
Like,
I've missed
when
so
we
much
found out
stuff.
that was Zal, I was like, oh my fuck, you speared. Of course.
Was she okay?
No,
she okay?
Like I said, when Drew did the tackle, it wasn't a full-blown Goldberg tackle. It was like a gentle takedown.
Yeah. So
okay.
Nobody has
she
some
was
ruptured
okay.
organs or anything. So she was.
The only person who was knocked out that year was me.
Oh, was that ALA?
For what?
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh,
for what?
G got drugged at ALA, and he loves bringing it up, so it's funny.
You got drugged or drunk?
He still hasn't been drunk.
With what?
As far as I know.
How did you get drugged?
You got to see the
Well,
ambient.
I'm not gonna name names, but my drink was spiked. Ambient.
With what? Oh, cool. That's cool. That's a good drug.
Well, it's worse for G because she doesn't do anything, so G had no idea what was happening.
I didn't.
And I missed
like,
that.
I'm walking down all passed out because my friend, my roommate, was in on the joke, and when I drank it, I was sleepy. I go out once, and I'm like, oh man, I must be partying hard. And then I'm cognitive. I do.
By the way, for G, partying hard means staying up a half an hour late and drinking.
Yeah.
But anyway,
bedtime at 7. Go to bed at 7:05. Gangsta.
I had 2 Mountain Dews, Mom. I'm a fucking maniac. Anyway.
And a Red
Like,
Bull.
I'm partying. I'm watching the Late Show. Maybe if I have enough courage, I can watch the Late Show.
I got to the second song on SNL. Anyway. Okay.
You got drugged.
I fell asleep again, and my roommate's all, "Hey G, maybe you should call it in for a night." And at that time, I thought he was being concerned, but when I knew he was in on it, I realized, like, dude, get to bed. Like, he knew what I was going through exactly. So I'm being carried, like, resting on someone's shoulders like I'm a drunk guy with none of the benefits of having the beer or the partying or the wild sex. And I remember distinctly looking at the carpet of the ALA. And
by the way, just to correct you, that's not how being drunk works. You don't just get sex by being drunk.
It does for me.
I thought you get the... I mean, it's a con. Don't you get the package deal?
No.
I do. I get anything I want because
damn it,
of me.
Soap, stop having a better experience than me.
Yeah.
It's all about confidence. If you believe you're the shit, people will have to because
anyway,
they're stupid.
I just remember looking at the weird pattern carpet of the Marriott and just saying, "Man, it looks like trampolines." And then I knew from a moment that I was out of my mind. The single best moment about getting when I was drugged was when I woke up. Oh my God, I felt like a new man. I was like, man, I had the best night ever, and everybody else was like all hungover. Well, because like somebody was watching over me to make sure I didn't have any ambient complications.
Yeah, because that's a prescription drug, isn't it? That's a dangerous prank.
Yeah, people got a little upset about that. So I didn't know too many everybody at that point, but yeah, there was a little bit of fallout, but everybody calmed down after a while. So
you guys have to promise not to do that to me because I'm on medications, and if I get
that's a one shot.
Yeah, it's a one shot. Like that doesn't happen again.
But it's a funny joke, though. That's a really good joke. I like
it.
That.
It just could be dangerous because you don't know what other people are on.
I was just fortunate enough that it was only Ambien.
Yeah,
and that like I like
on Xanax.
We used to joke that next year we're gonna give G the reverse. Let's give him some meth. Just like, hey, have this. Like, hey G, remember last year? Well, this year's the opposite.
Oh, dude, if you gave me meth, I'll be like Matthew McConaughey. Wait, Matthew whatever. Yeah, McConaughey.
McConaughey?
All right.
I'll be McConaughey for the entire con.
Was that just a Kevin Hart?
No. It was Matthew McConaughey, which is all right.
Okay, because Kevin Hart does that with his short.
I have seen
awesome
his, Yeah,
he can be funny.
I watched one of his specials. I thought it was
I think when Bryan took Bryan, first off, everybody at CGL had their own had their time with my misfortune, and I remember Bryan's jab at me was he was trying to make custom drinks based off of people he knew, and he wanted to make the G
shot.
The G shot, which is like a shot so strong you go to sleep afterward.
Still have my bottle of Everclear ready to go.
Wow. I've missed out so much.
Well, it's okay. You can enjoy it this year. This year, like,
go to ALA. People who are listening.
ALA is such a good con. It's like a con with none of the pressures of being a con. People don't give a shit about the masquerade. People don't give a shit about what pictures they get.
Oh, that
it's a mini
good.
anime pretty much because the con is there's something going on 24 hours.
Exactly, that's it.
Which AX used to have.
Yeah, well, they had shit this year apparently, but I'm not sure where.
It was at other hotels.
Yeah, other hotels you have to take, and
it used to be. I remember my friends. Yeah, my
back
friends
in Anaheim
and
Long Beach
before I went to con. That like literally 24 hours, you always had something to do, which is really nice. So, but this time,
I loved AX when they were at Anaheim.
I don't think I never made one of those, but
it was really good back there.
I've only done the ones in the fucking downtown, which I don't mind. I thought the X Games kind of fucked everything up this year, but
I liked it. I took a lot of pictures of those guys. And it's a funny thing, I was taking pictures of skaters and stuff, and cosplayers thought I was taking pictures of them, and they kept thanking me, and I'm like, who the fuck are you, bitch? I'm not talking to you. I'm not looking at you. You in your stupid fucking dress that nobody cares about. Go back to your hotel and take it off.
What I want to do with photography is there was this video joke called High Five No Not Ewing, where it's like you see this guy and he'll pick a random passerby when he's walking down the hallway and go, yo, high five, and the passerby would raise her hand, but then you'd see that the prankster's friend is behind the passerby.
Oh, that's so good.
And then they high five, and the passerby's just going, oh, what's going on? And they'll completely shut out. I want to do the cosplay version where it's like, hey, can I have your photo? And then the guy will pop up behind the cosplayer and take his...
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good.
You know what?
That's fun.
By the way,
I actually
fucking with cosplayers is fun. We have a tradition of fucking with cosplayers. I'll go out with Denzel and Thomas, and we'll misidentify their costumes. So, yeah, on purpose. So,
well, I cosplay, so.
So you did what you did, Noelle Vermillion, right? I remember seeing a picture.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I did. I did that once.
What's a fucking blue? I don't know. Which character? Okay.
Bridget is blue.
So,
I also
it doesn't matter. You dress up as Noelle. You're like, oh wow, I love Guilty Gear. Nice Bridget costume. And then we walk away.
Oh, no, you wouldn't call him Bridget. You'd call him Sailor Mercury.
Sailor Mercury. Okay, same idea. So you misidentify, and of course, not most, a portion of anime fans are weird as fuck. So, of course, half the people will be like, oh, whoa, and then they'll give you like a look and you'll walk away. But like the other half will get like upset. And then they'll fucking get on you. They'll be like, excuse me,
like
I am, and fucking Noelle Vermillion. It's like, that's cool. I love Guilty Gear. Just continue along with it.
I gotta join in on that. That sounds
the greatest hit is Thomas had a camera, and we got a bunch of people to pose for a photograph. In reality, he was videotaping it, and every single person that was in this photograph was misidentified, but they couldn't move because they're posing for a photograph. So he continued to call more and more people and then into the photograph. And eventually there was like 20 people in this giant group photograph, and all of them had been misidentified, but they couldn't say shit because they're supposedly taking a picture.
Dude.
Like the awkwardness was fucking everywhere.
Wes did his own version of that, but in reverse, where he was at ALA and he was wearing a leather jacket, he had a shaved head, and for some reason he wasn't wearing a shirt, and this photographer came up to him and is like, hey, are you cosplaying? And then Wes just, yeah, and he starts bullshitting an anime series on the spot. Yeah, he called it, he said he was from Detsetsu no Dude Guy.
Detsetsu no Guy and Sakura no Hime.
I know Sakura no Hime. I know that one. That's people really believe in that now.
He's from Detsetsu no Dude Guy, and then the photographer gives him a photo shoot.
Oh God, really? I need to see this. I hope he put it on the internet. Did he?
No, he never got the photos.
Oh, that sucks. You gotta get his card when someone takes your picture. You gotta get the card.
I would have loved.
I hope that he realized it was fake and he put it up. Unless somebody out there is just jerking off to Wes's pics. I don't know which one's worse. So.
I gotta tell you guys a story. At Anime Expo a couple years ago, I was with my girlfriend at the time, and I had this great idea. They were doing like this ninjas versus pirates panel, I asked my girlfriend, dude, take this camera, get everyone together, and then when they're all together, hold the camera up, and then say, you know what, never mind, and leave. And so what she does is she says, because she was hot, she was gorgeous as fuck, so no one's going to say no to a pretty woman. And she's like, can I get you all guys all together? And everyone got together. She had them pose for like a good 10 minutes and just held up the camera and then stopped, looked at him, and was like, no. She nodded her head no and walked away. Thought it was the funniest shit in the world. It was awesome.
Wow.
No,
I
can imagine.
I have to do that to somebody now.
Yeah, it was so fun. That's back when Anime Expo was fun.
It's still fun. It's just this year I was supposedly in the closest hotel and I got fucking hoodwinked. So now I was in the JW Marriott, but somehow
hope you love the X Games.
Yeah, I know, right? Because somehow, because of the fucking X Games, it went from being the closest hotel to being just as far as the other ones that were like a fucking mile away.
Yeah. Yeah, because you had to walk.
Fucking maze of bros. Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah. Actually, I had more fun hanging out with the X Gamers than I did with the anime crowd because I ended up going to this hotel across town, and there were a bunch of X Gamers there, and they're all drinking, and we just had a really good time.
Yeah, I ended up hanging out with a couple of those people, like when we were at the Western Bone Adventure. That was pretty cool. Those guys were like,
dude. Yeah. I stayed at the historic. The bullshit historic hotel all the way in the boonies.
God, wait! Oh, you didn't stay at the what's not the Fairmont? Fuck, what's the one that's the Figueroa? That one's a piece of shit. The worst.
So I've heard they have like cockroaches and stuff.
The rooms are like fucking. I don't know. They're like the size of a fucking dorm room in a college. It's pretty awful.
What I don't like about the JW Marriott is the bathrooms. Like at the right angle, you could see everything.
Yeah. Well, you could probably lock it. I don't know. Like I remember, you can't. Oh,
no, you can't.
Yeah, because I remember we went at the hotels at Fanime. They're all no locks on them, so we've definitely had some
sliding door.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm perfectly fine being naked in front of everyone because I'm gorgeous, but not everyone is, so it's like I can't.
Not everybody wants to see another person take a shit. You know, so like.
Well, who said anything about taking a shit? I'm just talking about being naked.
Yeah, but,
I'm fucking gorgeous.
You know, that's one other thing you do in the restroom, and because there's no fucking videos, that shit's fucking gross.
And there's nothing you can do. You can't unless you go in with a partner. Like, dude, hold the door closed or something.
Oh, dude, we had a system. Pretty much, if the door was closed, somebody was in there.
That's a good way to do it, but a lot of people forget, and they'll just close it out of politeness, because you usually keep bathrooms closed, and they just do that with the light off. But I always take a shit with the light off because I don't want to admit what's happening. It's like, I can't be doing this. This isn't really me. This is terrible. So I'm so ashamed. Something is coming out of my ass, and it's not.
My body is moving on its own.
I don't know about all that, but holy shit, this thing has gone on for hours. I think unless you guys want to do this again tomorrow, because I'm having a blast.
I'm going to be out for the night tomorrow.
Okay, Bryan,
sure.
You in?
Yeah.
I can probably get another guest. This is actually really fun, but we've gone way over time. This is going to take hours to upload.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool. My normal limit is 3 hours, and we haven't gone to that yet. But we have 2 parts, because we did that whole hour by ourselves.
God damn it! Like I told you, fucking tell me. Oh,
I didn't know.
I'm very happy for at least half of it we were on point, and then the second half is just us shooting the shit. We were just.
You don't give me a topic. I'll talk about where the fuck.
This it just turned into a circle jerk. Yeah, you know it's cool. Yeah,
that's true.
Bryan, you will be on the show tomorrow. Hopefully Denzel will be back. G, it was so great to have you. We'll probably have you again fairly soon. I think tomorrow we might have Yasi on.
Yeah, Yasi seems like a
because I've been wanting to get her on for a while. Thank you guys for coming. We're going to continue this tomorrow. G, thanks for being on it 2 times in a row. You guys are both awesome. Do you have anything to plug before we go off the air?
Other than just say go to ALA.
Go to ALA and any.
Where's the roast be at? Because I don't know. We have to mention the roast. We're going to repeat it on the CGL forums, but we have to mention it now. Where are we planning to put it? Because I
actually didn't even know that you were planning on doing it for ALA. I think you're going to save it, for AX again. But
AX can suck a turd out of my ass. They wouldn't respect us. But we can do a second one, like anywhere outside. We can do another one. And roast someone else.
I'm sure we could get our fucking people out to get to one of those.
Yeah, we should do it. But at ALA is where I wanted
to
for
sure.
do it.
Yeah, we can definitely get everybody together. So let's fucking...
I think actually Masa said that we can have a panel at AX, so we can probably do a panel.
I would like to have, if we could, get a Last Comic Standing retrospective panel.
We could roast fucking Masa right there.
Yeah. He's an easy target.
Else let's wrap
we actually do have to do another roast for Masa because I was supposed to give him a lap dance in my Cammy costume.
The most
that sounds. I am looking forward. I am both dreading and looking forward to it.
Oh, it's gonna be great. You guys don't know how I can gyrate.
Wait, how are you compared to Kevin gyrating?
He's different. He's mine is more seductive. His is more aggressive and sexy.
he's gonna grind the boner out of you, but G will coax it.
Yeah.
No, not me. It's a mutual friend.
Sorry. So, God, yeah.
Whoa, dude! I do not want my lap dance cherry broken by a guy.
AX, if I'm gonna be in a crossplay of Cammy all night getting drunk, I'm gonna lap dance everyone I can find.
I'll just have to make sure to keep standing the entire con.
Well, then I'll just grind against you, dude. Yeah. Put on some mystical. We'll be all over that shit, man. Let me tell you.
Crew. Let's go.
Oh, you're drawing back. Oh my God, that was old. Okay, anyways. So that's it for the podcast. Thank you, guests, for being on. Bryan, you'll be back tomorrow, and we're going to have a new show. And thank you, listeners, for listening, and we hope to see you at